Alright, so the Super Falcons of Nigeria are set to take on Banyana of South Africa next month. This will be the final round of Olympic football qualification. Winner goes to the Olympic, and apparently the squad for the double-headed showdown has already been released. Now I say apparently because this has not been announced on the team's social media handle, but it has definitely been making rounds through the news and on social media. Now in this video we're going to take a look at the list, but before we start though, please make sure to like and share this video and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much. So yeah, head coach of the team Randy Waldrum selected 22 players for this matchup. 3 goalkeepers, 6 defenders, 6 midfielders, and 7 forwards. Now we're going to go into the list and start with the goalkeepers. First of all, you got Chiamaka Nadoze of Paris FC. I mean, that was a given, the #1 goalkeeper for the team. We're definitely going to see her between the sticks for those 2 matches. You got Tochukwu Alohi of Eastern Flames in Saudi Arabia, and she has been the second choice goalkeeper for a while. Definitely will be the second choice goalkeeper going into these matches. Then you got Linda Jiwaku of Bielsa Queens. Second straight call up for her. She was part of the under-17 team that picked up that bronze medal in India, the last under-17 World Cup. So she gets a second call up. Not sure how much she's been playing in the league for Bielsa Queens. She was real good for Confluence Queens last season though. Then we move to the defenders. Osinachi Ohale, the Pachuca Club de Football of Mexico central defender. Definitely the starting central defender for this matchup right here. A pairing partner that is Blessing Demain. Tosin Demain is not in this team. She's injured, so that might be a situation right there. Who's going to pair alongside Osinachi Ohale, but she's definitely already in the team sheet for those matches, in the starting lineup sheet for those matches. And you got Ashley Plumpton, Al Ittihad Ladies of Saudi Arabia. She plays as a left back for the team for a club side. She plays as a central defender, if I'm not mistaken. I think she's going to be playing as a left back in this match. I don't see her playing as a central defender, even though that is an option with Tosin Demain out. But I don't see any other left back that the coach trusts to play in that position. So that might be the issue right there. Then you got Shukurat Oladipo of FC Robo in the Nigerian Women's Football League. She just came back from the under-20 competition at the African Games. She picked up the silver medal with the Nigerian team. Started all those matches for the team. I believe all but one of those matches. Maybe she didn't start against Morocco, if I'm not mistaken, but she did start the rest of the matches. I don't know. She plays as a central defender for Nigeria with a club side. She's more of a midfielder. So I don't know where the coach is planning to use her in. Or maybe he just wants to see how she looks with the senior team, just giving her a confidence builder or something like that. Then moving on, we got Michelle Alozie, Houston Dash. Normally the right back for our team, but really she's, of course, a forward. Did not play for Houston Dash in their last match, was not even in the squad. Hopefully she comes back. They're playing Bay FC this weekend, so hopefully we see her in that match, and we know that everything's gonna be okay for the matches against South Africa, because I believe she's definitely a shoe-in for that right back spot. That's basically the Michelle Alozie position at this moment. So yeah. Then you got Nicole Payne, recently moved from PSG to Portland Torrens FC in the USA. Didn't get much playing time in PSG, so she decided to make the move. She's been playing for a new club ever since she got there, so seems like a good move. She can play as a right back or a left back. Not sure if she's going to be starting either of these matches, but if Ashley Plumpton is going to be moved to the central back, I think she's the logical person to enter in that left back position. Then you have a return. I'm so happy to see this name, Chidimao KK, based in Japan. Really can't say that name of the club. Sandy Ladies. She was definitely a young player on the come up. I remember her playing in under 20. She was a forward. Then in the middle of the competition, the coach changes her to a central defender, and she looked really good as a central defender. Then with the Super Falcons, she played as a right back. Of course, that beautiful pass to Asisa Oshoala against Korea at the World Cup. Then she moved to Spain, picked up a knee injury, and that's where we've been with Chidimma Okeke, trying to get back to her best. I've been seeing her lately. She looks like she has been improving. Her fitness has been improving. So I'm really, really glad, really happy for her that she can at least make it back to the team. Don't know how much she's going to be playing, but just her making it back to the team brings a big smile on my face right there. So real proud of Chidimma Okeke on this situation right here. Moving on to the midfielders, you got Deborah Abiodun, of course, of Pittsburgh University, same as the head coach Randy Waldrum. I believe she missed a couple of matches after the World Cup, and that was because her season was going on. They were in like playoffs at the time. I believe we had a couple of matches that she had to miss. But since then, she has been like a regular member of the team. She has been playing 90 minutes in all her games. And she has been doing real well. So I would definitely expect her in the midfield against South Africa. Then you got Halimatu Ayinde, another top midfielder, FC Rosengård in Sweden, where she's based. And she had issues with injuries, but lately has been making her way back into the team, played in the last games against Cameroon. So she's definitely a player that you can count on when she's healthy. Next, you got Christy Uchebe of Benfica in Portugal. And I feel like Christy Uchebe is probably going to play as a central defender in this match. I think it's going to be her and Osinachi Ohale. We've seen her in the Champions League doing her thing as a central defender. And now that Tosin Demain is out, there's no Akudo Ogbonna. And I don't think the coach is going to play Ashley Plumpton as that central defender because I don't see a left back that he truly trusts. But Christy Uchebe as that central defender position, I believe that's more logical. And I think that's what's going to happen right there. But I might be wrong. She might be in a normal position as a midfielder because she was great as a midfielder against Cameroon. How can you forget the pass that led to the first goal against Cameroon? She did some good work with that. So we know what she brings to the table as a midfielder. It's not like I'm saying she's not good enough to be a midfielder, so she should be a central defender. But I feel like with this gap, with this opening right here, she might be the perfect person to go into that spot because we see her looking down there world class when she plays for Benfica as a central defender. So yeah, that might be an option right there. Moving on, you got Jennifer Echegini, Juventus ladies in Italy, scoring goals for fun. Jennifer Echegini has been coming off the bench for a team ever since she got there, basically. She started a match, didn't score. Then she came off the bench in the next match and scored. So I'm like, maybe you need to stop scoring when you come off the bench so they can just give you that starting spot. But either way it goes, Jennifer Echegini, and I hate to say it, but this is another midfielder that I'm like, nah, she should be playing another position. I feel like Jennifer Echegini should really be playing as a forward because we see I know what she could do as a midfielder. Great touch, nice passes, clinical with the ball. Clean with the ball. Doesn't really give wayward passes. Even when you go to the World Cup, her passing percentage was ridiculous over there. But I feel like when you have a player that can give you goals, can score goals in the way Jennifer Echegini can, I feel like it'll be a disservice to not use her as a forward. So that's just my opinion on the issue. I guess you guys and everybody else has their own opinion, but that's my opinion. I feel like she should be playing as a forward for us. Also, then you got Rashida Tajibade, Atletico Madrid in Spain. Another player that I feel like should be put in the forward side. When we don't have midfielders, when our midfielders are hurt or whatever, I can understand Rashida Tajibade playing as a midfielder. But right here, you got a bunch of, I wouldn't say a bunch though, but I feel like it's kind of a disservice. Just put her as a forward. It's kind of like you're making the midfield list look stacked when it's not, because she's more likely going to be playing as a forward in this match. Toni Payne, she played as a forward in the last match against Cameroon and really was not that impressive in the first leg. I think she did a little better in the second leg. But Another player that can play in different positions. Of course, she played as a fullback in the last AFCON. So this is a player that can play in a whole bunch of positions, just like a bunch of players on this team, to be honest. Moving on to the forwards, you got Rinsola Babajide. Rinsola Babajide really has been putting on over there in Spain. She's looking like she's going to be taking that flag from Asisat Oshuala. I was thinking it was Rashida Tajibade who was going to carry on, but Rinsola Babajide is just on another level right now over there in Spain. Last match, she had a hat trick, an assist, and also scored a goal in the game. It was a 5-0 trashing of, who do you know, Tony Payne Sevilla. That was crazy right there. I ain't know to celebrate or to look sad, because this is two teams with two Nigerians going against each other. But yeah, she's been hot, and I feel like ever since she's come in the team, she's been coming off the bench. But this time, Randy Waldrum, I think you need to start this young lady, because this type of form, you got to take advantage of it. It's not forever. Form doesn't last forever. It's class that's permanent. Form is not permanent. So when you have a player on form like this, you should also try to implement that player and put the form to use. Then you got Esther Okoronkwo, another player that has been on form for the Super Falcons. Real great lately. Scored the goal against Cameroon at home, and been scored against Cape Verde. I believe, what was the last team we played against? She scored in the last one. Either way, she's been scoring. Got the start in the second leg against Cameroon, got the goal. So that's going to be an issue right there. Her and Asisat Oshuala, who's going to be starting. Then you got Ifeoma Onumonu. She moved from Gotham FC to Utah in the NWSL. She's still in the U.S., obviously. But, yeah, this is a player that has been scrutinized. A lot of people have been talking about her being on the team. I believe she's a quality player. We saw her at the World Cup. She did well at the biggest stage. So I feel like some of it might be unfair, but at the same time, Ifeoma Onumonu before last season was a real clinical player, was a player that was scoring a bunch of goals, creating assists. And I think she needs to get back to that. I think Utah might just help her to get back to that. Just a change of scenery and, just refocus, rejig yourself. I think she's a player that's really capable of doing big things. And I can understand why the coach still keeps her on the team, but because outside of her being a good footballer, you also need her on set piece defending and things like that. She got good size, and you'll want to take advantage of that size. Even when she's not scoring, she could take advantage of her size, helping you in set piece defense and things like that. Then you got Asisat Oshuala, Bay FC. What do you say about a great player like Asisat Oshuala? Hit the ground running at Bay FC, scored the goal in the first game, created an assist in the second game. I mean, I see a lot of people talking down on Asisat Oshuala, but what I can say is, you better enjoy this lady while you have her. You better enjoy it, because when she goes, there's not going to be another Asisat Oshuala just walking into the door like that. That's not how it works. When you get a generational talent like that, it's not how it works. That's why we're still crying, where's the next Okocha? Because that's not how it works. You don't just get these players. There's no factory where these players are being created from. So when you have a player like this, you have to really appreciate, you have to enjoy this player, and you can't just let funny stuff get in the way. You got to really thank God that you have a player like this. And I feel like Asisat Oshuala is a legend. I feel like she's the greatest African player, African female footballer that has ever existed. Probably the greatest black female footballer that has ever existed. So I feel like she deserves so much respect. She has done so much for the female game. And I just feel like when she goes, you're going to miss her. You're going to miss this lady. So all the talk, we need to die all that talk, because when she goes, you're definitely going to miss her. And you're not going to have another one in years and years and years. That's just how it works. And moving on, we got Uchenna Kanu, racing Louisville, scored a goal in her first league match. We know what Uchenna Kanu brings to the table. when it comes to being a forward, being a goal getter. I think the frustration really comes from like the build-up plays, just passing the ball around, holding on to it. I feel she gets sloppy in situations like that, but when it comes to giving her the ball in front of goal, I'm trusting Uchenna Kanu over a lot of players because she has that special quality of putting the ball into the back of the net. So that's definitely another high quality player that we're bringing to that match. Then you got Gift Monday of Grenadier Tenerife. Kind of has become second fiddle to Rinsola Babajide at a club side. And with Randy Waldrum, he didn't play in the last two matches, the matches he took charge. So I don't know how much he's going to be playing in this match right here. But definitely a good forward, can play as a winger, also as a striker, but not much with the Super Eagles or her new club, Grenadier Tenerife. Then last but not least, you got Chiwendui Jesus, Pachuca Club de Football of Mexico, same team as Osinachio Hale. Makes a return to the team. I believe she was part of the team when we went to Mexico and played Colombia, Mexico, and Costa Rica. I believe she was part of that team then. Good forward, can play on the wings, can play as a striker. I like her more as a striker, but I've been told she also plays on the wing with her club side. But yeah, those are the players selected to represent the Super Falcons in their doubleheader against Banyana of South Africa. The first leg will be played on the 5th of April, Friday the 5th of April, 5 p.m. Nigerian time. That'll be played at home, I'm thinking, in Abuja. Then the second leg will be played on Tuesday the 9th of April in South Africa. And the match will be played 6:30 p.m. Nigerian time. But let me know how you guys feel about this squad. Make sure to put it in the comment section. And please don't forget to like this video. Thank y'all for watching. Peace.